Thank you, folks, for joining. And how many of you have at least taken one thing from today's conference? That is brilliant. Two things with two hands. Okay, that's good. Thank you very much. And I highly appreciate that. Number one, some of you are here because your organization has sent you here. Some of you are here because you want to learn, so you paid from your own pocket and then you came. Some of you are here because your sponsor's customer, so you got a ticket to come and attend. Some of you are here because you're a student and you got a free ticket to attend. Some of you are here because there was free tickets given to folks to attend this conference. Folks, thank you very much for joining us today, a whole day, and we are extremely pleased the way how it has gone today. Maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, doesn't matter. Now, the one thing that when myself and Chris, we worked together to make the program for this conference, we kept one thing in mind. How do we make this as a conference for belonging, inclusion, diversity, and equity? So there are 300 plus registrations that we had, and I have to apologize. We have to decline some of the waiting list because we couldn't able to accommodate. So we gave one free ticket for every 5 tickets to underrepresented community, diversity, and students. Otherwise, who can't attend this kind of a conference, paying from their pocket? We had 14 speakers. 50% of our speakers are from diversified background. And there is a big thing for a programming committee to look into how do we make this program successful and including everyone with our objective. 5 of them, they traveled from different places for this conference. And I would like to sincerely appreciate the support our Diamond and the CNS sponsor, host, VMware, and all our platinum sponsors who made this successful for us, and all the gold sponsors, and all our silver sponsors, and then Deloitte, who supported us with the diversity tickets, and our media partner, AFQY, and our community partner, Made.dev. And we all come to conference, as I said earlier in the opening notes, physical conferences are magical. Do you agree? Yes? Could you please give a round of applause for everyone? So you learn from incredible talks. And today, the speakers who have spent time, and it's not easy to come up on stage, put together something, and share. Because the speakers, I have seen how some of the speakers, they work relentlessly. And they repeat, rinse, and repeat. And to get the talk, the message perfect. And they bring their experience. And that's what we have seen today. And you find fellow travelers in this kind of a physical conference where they are also trying to solve the same problem as you. They're also trying to learn the same thing as you. And that brings us together. And we all have similar kind of struggle. We all work together and conquer that together, and much more. The connections that we make in this kind of conferences, and personally for me, I have learned so many things over the years attending some physical conferences. And virtual conference, sometimes you sit behind and you don't get that connection. But in-person conferences make that big difference for us. And some of our friendships are lifelong. And sometimes the connection that you make today could change your entire career, the way how it shape up your future. So with that note, I would like to thank all our sponsors, all our speakers who have done this work for us, and our AV team behind the scene and the team who's streaming, because it's not easy. I was observing what's happening, and he was running a small Kubernetes cluster on Raspberry Pi to stream these things. So fantastic. And thank you very much for Ryan, who's our MC. And I would like to also single out one individual without whom we would have not done this conference. And my dear friend, Christian Mazur. And this guy is an immigrant to this country since 2014, running various conferences. And I would like to sincerely appreciate all the efforts that he has put in. So please give a round of applause for Chris. Thank you. And we would like to build the community and grow the community. Yesterday, some of you were in the meetup. Couple of things that we announced that if you're new to the cloud native journey, we would like to help you. We would like to run a free workshop how you can get your hands on to the Kubernetes, learning all these modern things some of the speakers they talked about. So we will be running, so please follow us on Twitter and LinkedIn and keep an eye on the conference website. Number 2, how many of you are here open source contributors? Upstream. Okay, there are a few hands. And there is also a plan to run an open source upstream contribution workshop. So by the way, you get a chance to contribute to the docs or contribute to the source code. So by the way, then you can start contributing back to the community because we always take a lot of things from the community. You also get an opportunity to contribute back. And finally, we have the raffles, and that will happen in the drinks in the sponsors execute booth. And please remember, there is an entry criteria. Hope you all have your tags, the lanyards dropped in the box, because if you're still wearing, then probably you're going to miss out. Okay, so please check, and then hang around for the few drinks and for a chit chat, and also say thank you to the sponsors. And once again, thank you very much, and I'll pass it on to Ryan to wind up. Thank you, folks.
I think there's anything to say.
There is one more.